Welcome back to the Galaxy's favorite talk show. This is Cosmic Kickback. As always, I'm your host, Nick, joined by my co-host, Josh.
Hello, Nick.
What is up? We are re-recording this because we literally started the review, and then 10 minutes in, I was like, oh shit, we're not recording.
Yeah, we were recording video, but not audio.
Yeah.
So we're just talking into dead mics.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Talk to Me.
Yeah, Talk to Me. This is A24's latest horror movie that came out. It's honestly probably one of the better horror movies I've seen in the past couple of years that's come out.
What other horror has come out this year? I guess Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. I thought that was good. I think this is better.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, Evil Dead Rise, it's a franchise. You know, it's not original.
That's true. I love whenever there's a new original movie.
Yeah, this movie is definitely original. It came from Danny and Michael Philippou. Mm-hmm. They are directors now. They debuted their movie at Sundance. Got picked up by A24. They talked about how Ari Aster came and, you know, he said the movie was great. He praised him for it, so that's pretty
dope.
cool.
That's really cool.
It's like getting a blessing, bro, from Scorsese.
Yeah. Scorsese said the same thing to I think Ari Aster when he debuted like Beau is Afraid.
Dude, I couldn't imagine making a movie with a fucking huge ass monster dick in it and having Scorsese be in the crowd, like an old man just being like
Scorsese, just like, oh man, I wish I could have made. Wait, why'd I give him? Why
wasn't there more cock?
Yeah.
You should have used.
I need more cock.
More balls. Oh my god, dude.
He's like, I got one critique. Why were the balls not bigger?
Can we make them bigger, please? Jeez, that's fucking funny. Okay.
If someone hasn't seen Beau is Afraid, they're like, what the fuck?
Go watch Beau is Afraid and then listen to the episode. You'll laugh, trust.
Anyway, Talk to Me. It just came out the 28th of July. It's been out for like maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Yeah, it came out the week after Barbie, and the directors were worried that was gonna like tank its popularity because Barbenheimer, dude, like it's here.
Yeah,
it still is here.
What's crazy is if you think about it, like right now as we speak, there's not really like a bad thing you can go and see at the theater. Dude,
I'm like on my movie app and I'm like, dude, this is all heat.
It is like Barbie, Oppenheimer, Talk to Me, the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles.
The Meg 2.
Yeah, the Meg. No way you got so excited for that.
Dude, I know it's bad.
I heard it's bad and I want to go see it.
I want to see it
and I
want
to have a shit cast.
I agree.
Shit talk.
So I saw this movie like over a month ago.
Yeah, so we were talking how you went to go see it at some early preview.
Yes.
It was
like July 1st or 2nd. It was really early July.
Dude, it's been over a month.
Yeah, it was really early July when I saw this.
Let me see when I saw this.
It was an early screening at Draft House, and it also had a Q&A with Raka Raka afterwards. The directors.
Wow. Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I went with my girlfriend. What's crazy is, Nick, you could have gone because it was sold out. Like I knew it was gonna sell out.
This could have been out.
What's crazy is my row sold out. Like the whole thing sold out, but my row, it was empty. It was just Carl and I. Whoever else bought tickets for that row, only that row. The other rows were filled up. I guess they couldn't make it. They showed up too late, and then Draft House has a strict like no late policy. Like if you show up after the doors are closed, they won't let you in.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but they'll give you like a voucher for another thing. But
that's cool.
But yeah, they don't want people walking in late. You know, they got that big phone policy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it was really cool. I saw like a month ago. Yeah, I thought it was really good. It's as we were saying in the previous recording before we realized we weren't recording. We were saying that you said that there are some parts in this that you thought like unsettled you, like you hadn't had that feeling in a horror movie in a while, right?
Yeah, there's certain horror movies where like a certain scene or sequence will just shock me and make me just feel like so anxious for like what's happening.
Yes.
And probably the last I haven't felt like that in this movie is probably since Hereditary. Okay. And I saw that when that came out 2018, 2019.
I just saw Hereditary for the first time last month.
Good movie.
It is really
You can definitely see how they were inspired by that as well. I think there are very much some Ari Aster blueprints laid out in this, but it takes a really cool concept, a really basic concept as well. I mean, it's about a group of teens, you know, messing with a possessed object. They end up having to face the consequences. It sounds like it could be very lame and campy, but I think in this one they definitely subverted the expectations I think it was written really well. The cinematography is really cool, especially when they grab onto the hand. There's a certain shot where it follows their head, and there's a certain sound that happens that I think just sells it.
I agree.
It sells it for me, and the practical effects, the makeup is really good too. Because when they're under the possession, there's just a certain look. We'll talk about that in spoilers, but it's really well done.
The performance is also really solid. Like the lead actor in this, Sophia, what's her last name? Sophia Wilde. She's absolutely insane in this.
She is great.
Like I feel like this movie it doesn't work without her going as hard as she does in this.
Yeah.
Because her performance, I entirely believe it. I believe she's possessed. I believe like all this. It's just so good. It's really good.
There's a part early on where I think the first time she uses the hand that she gets possessed, and like, you know, at first she's out of it, then they like bring her to, and she just starts like laughing at everyone that's like recording her. Dude, that part is so good. Like it just looks like a whole nother person is inside of her.
It's really good.
Oh my bad.
But no, yeah. What were we talking before? In the interview. Because I went to like the Q&A.
Yeah, that's right. We were breaking down what you asked. What happened?
So when I was there after they screened the movie, there was a Q&A afterwards with the directors, and we were talking about how these guys started on YouTube.
Yeah.
From as the duo Raka Raka.
Yeah.
Is it Raka?
They're Australian, so it could be different.
They are Australian, so they might pronounce it Raka Raka.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I had seen them before. Like I knew who they were. I'd watched their videos in the past.
Same.
And I remember before watching it, I was aware that there was like a brother duo, and then someone at Draft House introduced it, and they talked about the directors. They talked about how they started on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But their names, like Danny and Michael Philippou.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Philippou.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I never knew their real names. I knew them as like, you know, their YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I was like, okay, like this is cool. I like that. Then afterwards, watching the Q&A, like seeing them talk, hearing the voices, I was like, bro, they look familiar. And like, I was like, have I watched them? And I was like, what is this? And then I just remember, like, it just clicked. And it was just like, I just pictured the McDonald's, like Ronald McDonald.
Oh, dude. We're going to link that below.
Yeah,
if it's still out, it has to be, bro. That's an instant.
I'm sure people have seen it.
That's a hood classic.
Yeah. And I'd seen it and I was like, holy shit, it's them. Oh my God. I know these guys. I've seen their videos before. So that was really cool seeing that, and seeing that they started there, got to work under other films, go on other film sets like the Babadook, like you said.
Yeah, they worked on the Babadook.
Mm-hmm. And just seeing them come from there until they're literally got a movie, out right now, distributed by A24. It's just so cool to see.
It's really cool. It's really inspiring. I mean, going from YouTubers to like film PAs and then eventually directing your own thing, like it's cool. It seems that like it's a path that, you know, you might have to take some risks to take, but it definitely can pay off. I mean, as you said, it's inspiring, and the movie is actually like really good. Like the movie is really good.
I think from the horror movies that I've seen this year, which I don't know if I haven't seen Evil Dead Rise still, but as we were saying, this is an original.
It's already so different because it's not based off of some work before. It's completely, the whole movie has to set up the concept, the characters. It's fresh. It's new.
Whenever there's a new like fresh scripts, like new story, I feel like we don't get those as much. Like there's a lot of things that if they're not made from a brand existing IP, like we don't get many just like, this is just our idea.
I mean, that's anymore. The thing with A24, they don't really do sequels or franchises or anything. I think that's why people are so attracted to them, is because they have original ideas. You always know it's going to be something different.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Sam distracted me. The podcast dog's off to the right. I mean, can we say anything non-spoilers before we get into the actual spoilers of the movie?
I mean, if you're thinking already about seeing this, I would definitely go see it.
See it while you still can.
Go see it in the theaters. I couldn't get my girlfriend to come. Chelsea didn't want to come to see a scary movie, so I ended up going to see it by myself.
Did it scare you?
It was maybe like 2 or 3 other people in the movie, you know.
You get scared?
So I snuck in there. I got my candy. I got my pen.
Did you jump?
About not even halfway, maybe about 30 minutes into the movie, that scene happens, bro. And I was like, dude, and there's some really good. Again, this goes back to practical makeup effects. There's some really good effects on a certain character later on with like how they look.
Oh my god!
Like they're all just injured and like literally on their last leg, about to die.
There's some like real.
It's really disturbing and gruesome.
There's some real gruesome body horror in this.
Body horror, yes, yeah. That's right. Body horror, of course.
There's so much in this, and there are parts in this movie where I don't remember the last time I watched a scary movie, and because like obviously a lot of scary movies have jump scares, and that's kind of like the thing that gets you like a big jump. This, or like suspense, tension. This has both of those, I believe. But what really got me is there are scenes in this where I literally like my body recoiled and like I was like, oh my god, like, and I like my eyes kind of closed up. I like winced a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, just like, oh dude, that's fucking wild. Like whatever. I don't want to say what's happening on screen. We'll talk about it in spoilers. But there's like 2 or 3 times where that happens in this movie. And I afterwards was like, when was the last time that happened when I watched a scary movie? And I couldn't think of it. Maybe Hereditary? Like when that crazy shit happens.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, Hereditary definitely had a shocking moment similar in this movie.
But I feel like this one does more with like the brutality and like gruesomeness.
Yeah, it seems more drawn out. Mm-hmm. But I think it's still good nonetheless because the concept of both movies are entirely different. These are maybe the only 2 similarities I could even draw about them.
One thing that they said, the directors in the Q&A afterwards, there's a scene, I'll talk about it more in spoilers, but there's one scene, it's one of the scenes that's like very like gruesome.
Yeah.
They said that there's like they've recorded way more and it was extended. It was like an extended, very gruesome sequence, and they actually had to cut it down because it was so like just like disgusting and like fucked up. So it's like in the movie for like maybe a couple seconds, but they said that they have way more footage and that they had to calm down. That okay, we got to chill out.
Dude,
like,
can we talk about that?
We could.
I mean, we can. I mean, let's get straight into the spoilers.
Okay, yeah.
This is the spoiler section. If you really want to go see the movie, go see it.
If you've already seen
we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about the sequel.
Oh yeah, there's a sequel in the works.
Sequel. We have very like little news about that.
Yeah. Anyway, so this movie's basically about a girl.
Yeah, Mia.
I forgot the character's name. You saw this more recent, so you're gonna have to remember the character names and all that.
I saw this maybe like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, I saw this like over a month ago. So you're gonna have to like remind me a lot of the stuff. I mean, it's a simple concept.
I saw this on the 7th, so yeah.
Okay. There's like a hand. It's some like teenagers or college students, and they're like recording people. Where they touch the hand that possesses them, and it's kind of like a fun thing to do at a party where they're all just drinking and like having fun.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And then they kind of get in too deep. You know what I mean? They kind of mess with them. And that's what I was saying actually in the first recording that I didn't finish talking about. The directors said that aspect of this movie was inspired by their own life. Yeah, they really got possessed. No, I'm kidding. They didn't really get possessed.
They really got their toes sucked.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Dude. They said what inspired them from their real life is they, of course, like a lot of young people go to parties growing up, and I'm sure in the real parties it was probably, instead of the place of like a hand possessing people, it was probably like a Ouija board or alcohol or drugs or something that people were all like going crazy over, like, oh my God, but they said that they were doing, stuff like that, and they said somebody actually ended up getting really fucked up and had to go to the hospital, and it like really like shocked them to their core. So they were like, we want to do that on like a scale like this. So that part of this where one of the younger kids kind of ends up getting real fucked up and has to go to the hospital was inspired by like their actual like life.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I almost said that's cool.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I meant that's a cool factoid.
Yeah.
That's insane that it's kind of based off of, I mean, some of the most personal films are the best films. So
I agree.
When someone puts a piece of their life in it, it just makes it even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mia, she she's this girl. She lost her mom about 2 years ago. She ends up going to this place where their people possess each other with the hand. Yeah. And I like the idea.
She's lost her mom.
Yeah, she lost her mom. So she's kind of just trying to forget about it on the anniversary day. Mm-hmm. And they go to this party. And I like the whole idea of, if there was a demonic hand or a Ouija board, like of course people nowadays would record it.
Oh my God,
and put it on the internet for clout. Like of course it makes so much sense. 100%. That is 100% what people nowadays would do. Like they would
go and just film it.
Yeah, because people want likes, and like it's very similar to Nope, how it's people will make a spectacle of things, and it can go bad.
That's all they do.
It's a whole different way. But I really enjoy that part of the movie, how it can some way and be like a motif, I guess, being like recorded or like being watched.
Yeah.
But Mia, she gets possessed, and the whole concept of it is they pretty much strap you down, which I thought it was so dumb, dude. All they had was like a little belt just strapped around the chair. It looked like a little gimp belt.
Yeah.
You take the hands, you say, "Talk to me." A dead person appears in front of you.
Oh, yeah, and nobody else can see them. Yeah. But the person holding the hand sees the person there.
And then you have to say, "I let you in," and then you get possessed. They go inside you.
They do.
Whichever hole you want. No.
Oh my God. Yeah, they go in you.
Yeah.
And they
They possess you, yeah. And you can't go over 90 seconds, right? Like a minute and a half. Or you risk, I guess, losing your body or losing control.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So people do it as a game. I mean,
Nick, keep it real. You doing this?
I would.
Damn.
Because
I'd be scared.
Because the part of me would be like, I mean, okay, so are you doing this having seen it on TikTok and stuff? Or you go into this party blind and be like, man, fuck this. Like,
I think I would do it either way. Okay, hang on. If I'd seen it on TikTok, I probably wouldn't believe it. So I think I would want to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we've talked about doing a ghost show on the Cosmic Kickback channel, like with our friend John. We've talked about it. We even like recorded a pilot like over a year ago with some of our other friends.
Yeah, that went bad.
It never released.
No.
But we might do that. We'll see. I hope we do. But I've talked about how like I'm extremely skeptical on paranormal stuff.
Same.
So like, I feel like I would want to be proven wrong. Like I 100% would be like, okay, yeah, if there's something that can have a ghost pull up in front of me, a paranormal thing or whatever, prove me wrong, bro. Like show me. Let me see.
Like,
do it. Yeah. So if this was true, I think I would grab the hand. I would say, talk to me. And if something pulled up in front of the empty chair in front of me, I think I would freak out, let go of the hand, and then I wouldn't want to let it come in me. Like that would be enough. Pause. That would be that would be enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, I was proven wrong. I'm not fucking with that shit no more.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Okay. You wouldn't let him in you.
I would let him come in.
So I like this part of the movie because in the trailer, it seems like it says grab the hand, talk to me, you get possessed.
Yeah.
It's a cool little flair to be like, oh shit, like not only do you get possessed, but you see the thing that possesses you in front of you. I like that.
And
I like how they didn't.
I like how it comes back at the end.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God.
It does, dude. Oh my God. It does come full circle. The ending is really good. But pretty much what happens is Mia takes care of Riley, which is like her best friend's little brother. Dude, the older sister is the worst. Like, she only gives a shit about him until after he gets that, like, fucked up. Before, she was so negligent, she couldn't even pick him up. Yeah. Mia has to pick him up.
God, bro.
And this is where an interesting part of the movie happens. I think I have this figured out. I want to get what you think about it.
Okay.
But they pull up on a kangaroo. You know, this is an Australia movie. They have to put a kangaroo. It's in the trailer.
It's been, like, hit by a car.
Yeah. It's in pain. And they got to pretty much put it out.
Put out of its misery.
Yeah. But Mia can't do it. And so she pretty much drives off and says, oh, another car will come.
Yeah. And the kid's like, put it out of the misery.
Yeah. Riley was saying, like, you can't just leave it. You can't just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
I think in that situation, if I were to come up on something out in the road, it would be hard because I've never killed something. But, like you would put it out of its misery, right?
I don't know, man. Because I was thinking of the same thing after I saw this. And although, like, I think it's probably the most humane thing to put it out of its misery, I don't know if I have it in me to, like, kill it myself.
If I had a gun,
I think
but,
so.
like, thinking on the side of the road, I just got a fucking tire iron, like, that's going to be, that's going to be messy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It looked like she was almost going to run over its head.
Yeah, she thought about it seems like, and then she changed your mind last minute. So were you gonna ask me what I think this scene is like representing, or like how does it?
Yeah,
So you tell me what you think.
I mean, at first I took it as, I guess, a situation where a character is presented where they have to do it, like they need to. I guess they need to act.
Okay. And
Mia did not act. It was kind of like a showing of her willingness or unwillingness to act when she's needed to.
Okay. I could see that.
Like maybe, I don't know.
Are you saying that
I'm still trying to figure it out. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it, because I haven't really thought about it since I watched it.
Yeah. See, I remember when I thought about this movie afterwards, the big thing that I thought, if we're gonna go into deeper meanings and stuff like that, and not just like the explicit meaning, the surface level stuff. If we're gonna go that, the big thing that I was talking to Carla, my girlfriend, about is, I think that the whole thing about like the possession and all of that, and how she, gets all messed up and like all that, I think it's actually about like drug use, and I think it's about how not just like weed or something. I'm talking like hard stuff.
Yeah.
Like how you go to a party and everybody's like doing this thing, and you're like, okay, like I'll try it, and then everybody gets hooked, and it's fun, and it's all fun and games until someone gets really fucked up on it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, holy shit, and then you end up like you can't stop. You're freaking out so much about it, and you're like addicted.
Yeah.
And then it pretty much takes over your whole life to where there are things happening to you and you're not even sure what's real and what's not. And you're like hallucinating almost. And then eventually you die yourself. I took it as that's like, you could take it as that, as it's about like drug use or like alcoholism. That's how I interpreted it as.
Okay.
But the kangaroo thing, I have no fucking clue, actually.
It might have just been something to throw in.
That was the thing I saw, and I was like, well, how does that fit with my interpretation? And I was like, I couldn't think of anything. I thought of all the other stuff pretty easily.
I mean, I'm sure it's like the national animal. It could represent things like happiness and like stuff like that.
It's probably something like to foreshadow like
how hard it is to like act. Because, I agree with you, like with the addiction and the drugs, like she does kind of fall into, she gets possessed the most out of everyone.
Yeah, she just keeps
multiple
going
times. But like, yeah, it's like it's hard for her to quit.
I think maybe the kangaroo is like,
it's meant to test her will. You
yeah,
think maybe her willpower,
something like that.
I think maybe that's something.
It could be that,
because if you could kill a kangaroo, like, I mean, this sounds dumb to connect them, but like, I'm sure you could quit drugs. Like,
or maybe it's like how she feels guilty about the kangaroo and all that, and the same way that she feels guilty about what happened to the kid Riley. Yeah, and how she feels like now she has to do something, but like we saw that she didn't do anything before. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Or
maybe her guilt, because remember, she doesn't know that her mom killed herself until her dad read her that note. So maybe she feels guilt about her mother's death.
Potentially.
Okay, I like that. Maybe guilt. Because, I mean, yeah, she did leave that situation kind of guilty. And
that's true.
Well, it doesn't get brought up again. It's definitely something. Guilt's something you don't see.
It's intentionally there. If they wrote that scene in and put it there, it's there for a reason. Yeah. It's not just whatever.
It's interesting, though. I like how I guess philosophical you can get with it.
You
can really question what a lot of things in this movie mean. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the movie, they meet up again to do the hand because their friend Danny wants to do it. And so the dude, he gets possessed by the hand. I don't know what he starts doing, but he starts looking at Mia and he's just like, Yo, pause. Like it seems like the ghost is rubbing itself off of something. And then he slumps over and he starts making out with the dog.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
That was gross,
Yo,
dude.
Imagine you're the actor.
Is that the thing that made you squirm in your seat, bro? Yeah, that was disgusting.
Bro, imagine you're an actor and the director's like,
dude, I better be getting the pay
I'm
bonus.
gonna need you to kiss that dog, mate.
Like you just go in for your day.
I need you tongue in the dog mouth, mate.
Yeah, so can you just like kiss the dog? Like, dude, is that what they had?
We need another take. I didn't press record. Fuck.
That was just a warm up, yeah.
Oh my God.
Was that the scene that they had to cut down because it was too brutal?
No. You want to know what it was?
Yeah.
It was the scene where, what's the kid's name? Is it Riley? The kid that gets real fucked up?
Yeah, this is later on in this scene.
When he's in the hospital and they go there to try and like get the ghost or the spirit out of him. When they go and the spirit says, "Oh, we have him already," and there's a split shot of like him in hell. All right, that's what I interpret it as, where like all the demons are like fucking ripping him or whatever.
Yeah, they're literally eating him.
Yeah, it's like, it's real quick. It's like 2 seconds maybe. They said they had like an extended sequence of that. And they said it was like real fucked up. Like you saw like the way they had the demons looking and like how it was like ripping him and all that. And they just like, they cut it and made it short because they thought it was more effective like that.
Yeah, leave up.
Which I agree, yeah.
It was effective like that.
But they said they shot more, and part of them really wanted to like show that off, but then they were like, okay, we think it works better like this, despite us wanting to really show off all that footage. But they said that they might release like an unrated cut, like in the home release that has like that shot extended.
That'd be cool. I might get it on home release, dude.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much Riley, he wants to do the hands, and this is where the movie takes the whole turn.
Oh, God.
He gets possessed. He goes over 90 seconds because Mia, the ghost that's possessing Riley, is her mom.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, like stop, like don't take the hand off of him, don't blow the candle out. Like
she's trying to talk
to her mom, dude. And I can tell that. I mean, I can understand. I mean, I guess I really can't. But if you were to lose someone in your life that was close to you, I 100% believe that you would do anything to like just talk to them again, to just like feel, I don't know, that like their presence, like the familiarity that they're still alive, something, bro, some semblance.
Yeah.
So I can get why she did what she did.
I agree.
But Riley, I forget exactly what he says to her, and I saw this like a week and a half ago, bro. I'm struggling to remember.
Like a month ago.
But he says something to her. They talk, and then Riley just starts slamming his head on the table like crazy. He tries to take his eye out, dude.
Oh my God.
Did you remember that? Why did he try to take his eye out?
That part, that whole sequence where he's like fucking himself up, that was one of the parts where I was like, oh my God. Like, especially when he like starts trying to pull out his eye.
You see the black of his eye start coming out.
Oh yeah, man. Oh dude, yeah. Just thinking about it is making me like wince again.
I want to see it again, dude. Like a part of me is just that like morbidly curious.
That part, and then again when he's in the hospital and he's all swollen and he starts doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Both of those scenes are just like absolutely like hard to watch.
Yeah. He's like a 13-year-old kid, bro. He's 12. Yeah. 13.
I mean, it's very like effective in what it's like conveying.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh my God.
But yeah, Riley pretty much tries to kill himself. His sister saves him because he flies to the window. He's like bashing his head on some shelf, and his sister puts his hand there.
Yeah.
And then they take him to the hospital.
Jesus.
Dude's in the ICU. Dude, what is Mia's friend's name? Do you remember?
Did they not blow out the candle, bro?
I don't think they did. They didn't.
God.
They say that later. They're like, we didn't blow out the candle the first time.
Bro, imagine. Yeah, so I guess that kid's just fucked then.
I guess he's just fucked. It would have been hilarious if they went to a priest and he's just like, yeah, he fucked.
He fucked, mate.
He fucked, mate. Okay, sorry, I'm looking up the cast. Her name is Alex. No, bro.
Who are you thinking about? The friend, the sister?
Yeah, the sister. We'll just call her the older sister.
Okay.
I don't know her name. But the older sister, she's like mad at Mia now. She's like, oh, like we did this whole thing. She storms out of the room actually before Riley even does this.
She didn't even want her brother to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is another instance of peer pressure. Like,
yeah, and they said okay, like only like because everyone was doing 90, they said 60 or 30
they were like
seconds
30 or seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when they find out it was the mom, that's she was like, oh no, keep going.
Yeah, she like tries to talk to her. They lose track of time.
Yeah, damn.
But Riley's in the hospital, and they have to figure out how to get the spirit outside that's inside of him out, because now it's kind of just living inside of it. Oh, hold up, the dog moving.
Damn. All right, he's chilling. He's just standing there. Yo.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
God damn.
Hold on.
All right, Nick's letting the dog out. There's a dog actually in this movie. Like, speaking of dogs, there's like a little like bulldog or something, right?
Yeah, there is a bulldog.
There's actually a behind the scenes. I don't know if you want. I saw it on TikTok. It's where they were filming, and they're like, they're like, man, the fucking footage is like almost unusable because of the dog, mate.
Yeah.
And then the dog's like,
yeah, they're like, the thing's breathing too loud. That's funny. I mean, dogs like that when they're heavy set, bro. They do be breathing loud.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
But yeah, so they have to figure out how to get this demon outside of Riley because, I mean, I guess it's dormant in him. And dude, we haven't even talked about the cold open. When this movie opens up, this guy, he comes to some big rager. He's pulling up. He's looking for his brother, and they're like, "Oh, he's in the bedroom." He goes in there. He finds his brother. He's like shirtless. He gets him dressed, and he's like, "All right, like I'm taking you home." And then everyone's recording, like they're just recording his brother. I guess like he was tweaking.
Yeah,
but
it was probably the hand thing.
Yeah, he was messing with the hand. But then like he gets mad at everyone. He's like, "Stop fucking recording." His brother comes up and stabs him.
He stabs him like in the face.
Yeah,
right?
he stabbed
in the head?
in the chest. No, he
chest?
lives.
He lives?
Yeah, he lives.
How do you know that?
He comes up back later in the movie.
He does?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it. They go to him to ask like how to help Riley. I'll talk about it.
Wait, that was him?
Yeah, his brother.
Dude, I gotta like rewatch it. I saw this like over a month ago.
I
completely forgot about that.
Connect the dots, bro.
Okay.
But his brother stabs himself, and that's how he dies. And so Mia and the friends, they all want to figure out how to help Riley, so they go to this kid's older brother who survived his own brother stabbing him and then killing himself.
Okay, so that was him. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
and they say
I
like,
remember
didn't your brother? I'm pretty sure these are the guys who they first got the hand off of. Because remember, one of their friends, they got it off someone.
Yes, I remember now.
And they ask him like, oh, like how do we get rid of it? Like if we didn't close the gate, and he says, eventually it'll just go away. You just have to wait it out, like a virus.
Is that true?
I mean, this is where the movie kind of takes a turn because Mia, I think she's kind of an unreliable narrator.
I think so too.
Multiple times she uses the hand, and I think
she's using it by herself.
Yeah, she will just talk to her mom.
Yeah,
and just like just talk to her, but like, oh, like what happened? Why'd you kill yourself?
I think I really think it's similar to how people talk about either alcohol or drugs, and they talk about how like I'm only gonna use it in a party setting with my friends.
Yeah.
And then at some point they're like, okay, I'll just do it this one time by myself because of this. And then she literally goes through like all the stages.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because it always happens where someone's like, oh no, I just do it with socially. And then she's doing it by herself in her room late at night, and she's like having withdrawals.
Yeah.
I really think it's an allegory for that.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure.
That's probably definitely what they were trying to do with it.
I'm trying to tell you. But I wanted to talk to you about this. So a subplot, I guess, to the main plot is her mom and her dad.
Yeah.
Her mom killed herself in the bathroom. And at one point, her dad is giving her like a letter that was written by the mom before she killed herself. And while this is happening, she's hearing like voices, or she's seeing her mom outside saying, oh, he's lying. And it's leading you and her to believe that her dad might have had something to do with her mom's death.
Yeah, she was like propped up against the door.
Yes.
And so that's how she overdosed on pills.
Yes. And then Mia ends up killing her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part I did not expect.
I didn't expect that either. So she like runs upstairs. She starts seeing visions of someone trying to attack her. And then at the same time, her dad comes up and it like perfectly syncs up and she kills her dad.
So she thinks it's like the attacker who she thought was her dad, but it really is her dad, but her dad's just coming in to check on her.
Yeah.
And she ends up stabbing him.
This is where I think she's unreliable because
I agree.
The more you use the hand, if what that guy's Duckett's brother is saying is true, I think the more that she used the hand, the more that she was able to kind of be tricked.
Yeah, I don't think it was really her mom talking to her.
Also, I think that this isn't like a ghost story. I think it's ghosts or demons pretending to be ghosts or some like evil spirits posing as like...
There's something more than... It's not what it seems.
Yeah.
And we could see more of that in a sequel. A deeper explanation on what exactly it is.
The directors, they said they had a bunch of lore and stuff that they could go into, and that the hand has been passed upon like multiple people.
Yeah, getting passed around,
bro. A hand passed around,
whole
bro.
Squad touching.
Whole squad. Hey, bro, we bringing this to squad function?
Would you bring it?
We should get one on Amazon.
I heard that A24 is gonna like sell like replicas.
Dude, it would have been such a good... I don't know if they did this, But it would have been a crazy marketing tactic if they just like posted on TikTok like real videos of people at parties.
That actually would have been crazy.
And then like them getting possessed.
That would have been really cool.
Like it could have been like a found footage thing. Like that would have been cool. Guerrilla marketing.
Oh yeah, when we were at this early screening, they had a QR code up before it started. And if you scanned it, it took you to TikTok, and it was like a filter that gave you the eyes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it made you like
Dude, that's crazy.
It's pretty cool. It was a really cool event.
That's really cool. Before Riley gets all fucked up, there's a sequence where they just start getting like they start using the hand, like passing it around, like you said.
Yeah, yeah.
That's such a cool sequence. I don't know what the song is played. I think it's called like Le Mange, or like it's some like French song that's remixed into like a hip hop beat. But that whole sequence is cool because, I mean, if it's an allegory for drugs, they're pretty much just getting high off of this thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're all using the hand. They're all like getting possessed by demons. That whole sequence is cool. I like how it's literally like top 10 moments before disaster. Like it's all cool, and then it goes so wrong.
So the big thing that this all leads up to is Mia becomes convinced from listening to the voices from the hand
from her mom,
who she thinks she's talking to, that the only way to really help Riley is to kill him.
Yeah.
Like she thinks like he's in pain constantly. I need to kill this dude.
Yeah.
So she calls his older sister, her friend, to try and get her out of there, so she could go.
She baits her.
To go kill the brother.
That's kind of crazy. She just left her dad fucking. I would at least call the cops.
Yeah, that's kind of wild that she would just say, he's
because then the girl goes over to her friend's house and the dad's just like
I'm surprised he was still alive.
I mean, people can survive
if you hold, if you slow it. But like, damn.
Still, dude, the fucking throat, man. Damn. It's probably really hard to breathe because all you breathe through is your throat. Like, imagine if it was just filled with blood.
If you got stabbed wrong and it's like in your windpipe, you're gonna like choke on your own blood and die.
Yeah, dude,
Jesus.
So Mia's convinced that she has to kill Riley.
Yes.
This is where I think, like, this is not even her being unreliable, but her mind is just corrupt. Like,
at this point, she's
used the hand so much that she's just doing whatever these demons. She's fully convinced that if she kills Riley,
she thinks is true. I mean, at this point, she's a tweaker.
Yeah, she's a tweaker.
That's what I'm saying.
She's a meth head, bro.
Yeah.
She's off the hand, bro. But she tries to kill Riley. She takes him out of the hospital, and
she's gonna like push him into traffic.
Push him into traffic, dude. Fuck. Jesus. She's gonna take him out that way,
bro. It's just like the kangaroo.
Oh my god,
yo,
dude! This is it.
Bro, that's how it is.
This is what the kangaroo meant. So she first comes upon it with Riley. She can't kill it. And after using the hand and finally just being corrupted by it, now she finally is like able to do it. She couldn't.
Even then, she couldn't do it. Think about it. She doesn't kill Riley. Riley doesn't die.
No, she doesn't change.
She dies.
She lays her life down instead.
So it's, oh my god, it's the same fucking thing.
It's like it's flipped. It's like the animal that she was supposed to kill died and she went off. But then the thing that was in pain, she like sacrificed herself for it. That's crazy,
bro.
That is good.
And we finally found it,
dude. Oh my god, we
finally found it.
I'm so glad we figured that out on this episode because that was killing me.
I know. I was too. Just now, I was like, "What is it?"
Yeah.
Damn, I'm pretty sure we got it. That's good.
We got it.
But we don't know that she's dead yet.
Yeah.
The way it's filmed in a way where like you don't see her body or whatever. You see her try and like go back to the hospital.
Yeah. Well, you see her. First, you see something fly across the car.
Yes.
Mia gets hit by a car.
Yes.
And she stands up, and like we see the sister holding her brother. And I didn't know this on the first watch, but someone said when Mia gets up and starts walking from the car crash, you can see the older sister holding her brother, and it looks like he's just fully healed now. Like he's.
Oh really?
He has like no like bruises, sores, or anything. Like he looks good.
Okay.
And then Mia she walks to the hospital. What happens?
I mean, you were almost immediately aware that something weird is going on because her dad's there.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to catch up to him.
Yeah, he's walking away.
Yeah, and I actually really like the way this is done. It goes from like there's some people there that you can kind of see, then it's kind of empty, and you're like clearly like what's going on, and then she's in like a dark room, and you just see like a light far away that she walks to, and she like reaches out to touch it. And then, like, immediately you realize, like, someone says, talk to me. And then she's the demon sitting at the other end of the hand. Or, like, she's the possessed thing.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh, dude,
she's in too deep.
dude, that, oh my God.
She took the drug. Now she is the drug.
What's crazy is I somehow, like, looking back, like, it makes sense. But, like, when I first watched it, I was like, what's going on? I was like, okay, she's probably dead. She's in purgatory or something.
Well, because she was passing through the hospital and we saw, like, Riley get better. He left with his family.
Yeah.
It looks like the dad healed from his throat wound and went home as well.
Yeah. It's like time is moving.
It's like the best scenario worked out after she died. Or not the best scenario, but, like, yeah, time is moving. Stuff is... Yeah. Life is moving on without her.
But for her, it's like it's like instances.
It's like moments.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, and then just for her to be at the end, and it ends just like that. You see her on the other end of the hand, and it's just exactly where it started, but now she's over there. Oh my God, it's such a good like way to like connect it to the beginning. It's, oh my God,
yeah,
it's really good. It's
to become part of the game. That's I love that ending. The ending is so good, dude.
I love ending because it's not really a good ending.
Yeah,
but like the ending's like, oh fuck,
it's shocking. Yeah,
it's shocking.
It's not good for the character.
Yeah. I love when that happens.
Honestly. I think good endings in horror movies are underrated, but this one is I don't know. It's just crazy because it brings everything back like full circle.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, it's so good.
I mean, all right. Well, what are you rating this?
I gave this a 4 out of 5.
I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 as well.
I think it's like an 8 for a movie to be. Excuse me, like a 4.5 or a 5. Like for me, let me think about like why I didn't give it that. Like, I thought it was still really good. I thought that I was a little confused. Maybe it's just because I didn't have the time to sit and think about it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I felt like maybe... damn. See, the things I'm saying can be taken as positives or negatives. Like, I was going to say, like, there's not much, like, revealed about, like, how this thing works. But, like... you don't really need there to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's like I'm fine with that. It's just I felt like maybe there could have been a little bit more, or it could have been, I don't know. I felt like there was just something missing for it to be like a 9 or a 10 for me, but I think an 8 is still a really good rating.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of talk about what you're saying.
Okay.
On the hand, there's like little names written on it.
Yes.
It would have been cool if they talked about why there were names on it. Maybe they could have been like, oh, like, these are the people that held on too long. Like, we write this to remember them, or
yeah, like I don't
like
know.
something like when I don't know.
It felt like there was like more that could have been like explained until like it felt like there were still some loose ends.
Yeah,
which is why I gave it the 8. But you never know. Like we know there's a sequel coming out.
Yeah, so
maybe those loose ends could be connected in a sequel.
Less is more, you know. Definitely with
I do think
with demonic possession movies because they've been done to shit.
A lot of times you can go way too over the top.
Yeah, there's gonna be another Exorcist movie.
Yeah, I saw
Believer.
That. Are you gonna see it?
It looks crazy.
Have you seen the original?
No. I'm actually gonna go see it in October.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're doing like a movie, like they're bringing
an
it back
anniversary
for
thing.
Yeah. I think it's the 50th anniversary this year.
Damn,
dude.
And then the Believer's coming out the same year. That's crazy.
Dude, I don't know.
I've only seen the original. I haven't seen. I know there's like.
Does she really piss herself?
She does.
Does she really vomit?
I mean, you've seen Scary Movie.
Is it pretty similar?
Scary Movie copies.
Dude, in Scary Movie, the priest is literally like piping down the fucking demon, bro.
It's not like.
And they're like, Father Flanagan. Like, no way.
Yeah, it's not like that, bro. It's not like that. It's a good movie, but I definitely. I feel like if I saw this in the 70s, it would probably like be way scarier.
It would disturb you.
Yeah,
50 years
100%.
ago.
Think about it. Like the things that they had before then that were like scary, it's like a whole other level. So like what we have now, it's like not as scary in hindsight.
Yeah.
But at the time, giving that context, it's definitely crazy.
Okay.
It's wild.
Nice.
But yeah. Anyway, talk to me. Very good. 4 out of 5 for me. I'm excited for the sequel. Do you have any?
I give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
Okay.
I think, I mean, yeah, I loved it. I think it's very original.
Me too.
Very strong, really rewatchable. And, definitely Ari Aster had a little blueprint for it, but
he did.
It definitely does its own thing.
Did you have any news for the sequel?
Yeah. So the sequel, I don't know how you feel about this. At first I thought this was a joke when it was talked to me, because I feel like the better name for the sequel would be called like I Let You In, or like something.
Pause.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, is it Talk to Me with like a 2?
Yeah, Talk to Me.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't I Let You In be a better name? Because it's the rest of this. I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Anyways,
maybe it's just a working title.
Yeah, maybe it's just working.
We'll
It seems very. This is why I thought it was a joke, because I was like, bro, no way. But
is it the thing where it says "talk to me" and then the hand turns into a 2?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I did see
That's
that.
the hand. So this is supposedly supposed to follow Duckett, which is who we saw in the cold open, and his brother.
Okay.
And it's either entirely or mostly going to be told through like cell phones and found footage from other people.
Okay.
And it's going to go over different possessions and stuff.
Is it going to like, I guess it'll, so it's like technically a prequel then?
Like a found footage prequel, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know why they're calling it Talk to Me if it's a prequel. It's really weird. I hope they change the name.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they explain more about the hand and like how it works and all that.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I think it could use.
Yeah.
You know, because if you just do the same thing again, it won't hit the same. There needs to be more like revelations.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like the movie. I'm down to see another.
It'd be interesting to see like why the demons had the motives they did, because they were ruthless, bro. Like
it'd be
making out with the dog, nearly killing a fucking kid.
Bro,
like
that's you for real.
It's crazy. Like, did they want to take over these children's bodies to manifest in the real world? Like, just killing them, just give them pleasure? Like what is it? You know?
Yeah.
Why did they did the why? I need the why. I know the how.
If they explain the why, I feel like they're gonna have me in the seats.
Yeah,
I'm going in.
I'm excited. Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if this was like a short film, not even a full film, but just like a prequel.
That's true.
A prequel, sequel, whatever.
Yeah, I don't need. although like her name is what, Sophia
Wilde.
Although she was like extremely good in this, like we talked about already. I think her story should stay done. I don't need to see her again. I feel like you know, her story came and like went. She died.
Yeah.
The most I can see is like maybe they show her like in a sequence where someone like talks to her in that sense, but like I feel like I don't need her to be the main protagonist and like follow her from beyond the end. I feel like I would like it better if she stayed dead.
Yeah.
And like it's like a prequel fully that explains everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you think the demon like pretended to be her mom or knew how to be her mom?
I don't know.
Because it looked like her mom and it sounded like her mom.
That's why
so much that she believed her.
Yeah, that's why it's like, I mean, I guess you could never really believe a demon.
I mean, you don't even know it's a demon.
That's true.
It's crazy. Like when you let that thing inside you, does it like know all your thoughts?
I think it does.
Did it know to be like, oh, like she has a dead mom, let's use that?
I think it does, because when the guy that kisses the dog gets possessed, like you said, at one point they look at Mia and they're like doing the kiss thing or whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
or the moaning. Yeah, and I think it's because it's implied that he dated Mia. Yeah. Before the girl.
They just like held hands, is what they say.
Yeah, it was like I mean, if they were like in high school or early college, then it could have easily been like a middle school relationship, you know, nothing crazy. But like maybe like he still like thinks about her.
Has underlying. That's what I took it as.
That's what I took it as.
I thought he was gonna start beating his meat. The demon was gonna make him beat his meat in the room.
I thought it's gonna start.
I wish that would have happened than what actually happened, bro. Dude, what happened to poor Riley, bro? I would have just watched the ghost beat his meat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Nick.
I take that back. Actually,
no, you good.
I said that 3 times. No, actually, cool, I regret that.
You're cool.
I was saying it for the vine.
Stop.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Hey,
maybe that'll happen in the sequel.
That's what happened to the brother. That's why he stabbed himself.
I wish the ghost started beating his meat.
He stabbed himself because he just couldn't take it.
Yeah.
He's like the ghost. Dude, that's insane.
The ghost molested me.
The ghost molested me, but it's you.
Damn.
That's a whole.
That needs a whole movie on its own.
We need to pitch this to the Philippou brothers.
So the ghost molested him. I love it.
It's a hat. How much money?
Oh my god!
It's so funny they're from Australia because like they just have that accent.
Yeah,
that's so golden, bro.
Anyway, I think we've pretty much talked.
I think we killed this review.
I agree.
I love this movie.
I do too.
I'm excited for the sequel. I wouldn't be mad if it's less than an hour, like a little short. True. It just kind of gives us a taste of where the hand came from.
I'm tired of getting a taste of him.
If it's following the brother, I
want the whole load.
Yo, you want the hand load?
Bro, chill.
But
right.
So if it's following the brother, it has to talk about where the hand came from.
Because
it's going to talk about where he got it from.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's like...
And it's crazy. The hand ends up in like, when Mia touches it, it's like in Mexico or Cuba or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
It was like in another language. So the hand is somewhere in the other place of the world.
Maybe there's multiple hands.
That would be crazy.
Maybe there's 2 hands, a left and a right hand.
Ooh, that would be, dude. That's insane. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff.
They can go. It'd be cool if this prequel is kind of in a similar vein to like The Ring, where like you know how like there's like a tape, and then the one girl watched it, and then she finds out the story behind the tape, and she ends up saving herself. It'd be interesting if we got a similar vibe with the hand, and like they find out, like
you figure out where it came from and how to counteract it.
Maybe that's I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
and it's a classic story.
That'd be good.
Anyway.
All right, I think that's all we're going to talk about. Talk to me.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you like the movie, if you have any ideas.
Let us know if you would do the hand.
Yeah, if you let us know if you'd let them possess you.
Yeah, let us know if you'd
kiss the dog.
Let us know if you would marry a scroll or do the hand. That's the question. We just did a Secret Invasion review, so that's actually going to be a good poll.
That one goes wild.
I'm going to throw that up.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening and watching. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Goodbye.